Welcome to the deep dive. We take a whole stack of sources, pull out the really interesting bits, the insights, and we'll share them with you. Today we're diving into something that's just everywhere, music.
Absolutely.
Seriously, think about your day, breakfast, the commute, maybe you're trying to work or hitting the gym.
Yeah.
Music's probably there, right? It's not just noise in the background.
No, it's much more than that.
It's like a companion. It sets the mood, helps you focus, gives you energy. It's just, it's part of life.
It really is. And that's our mission for this deep dive, really. To kind of peel back the layers on this huge world of music.
Right.
We want to get beyond just what you might be listening to and explore the how and the why. Why does it connect with us so deeply?
Yeah.
We'll look at new trends, sure, but also the classics and all the different ways we actually listen. The goal is to find those little nuggets, those interesting bits about how we all relate to sound. Give you that shortcut to being really clued in.
Okay, good. And to make sure we're all kind of talking the same language here, maybe we should quickly touch on a few key ideas, things you hear all the time.
Good idea.
First up, stream. We all say it, but basically it just means listening online,
Yes,
right?
exactly. Not owning a CD or a download, just accessing it through the internet.
Like Spotify or YouTube Music, that kind of thing, available whenever, wherever.
Perfect. Then, often what people are streaming is, well, pop music.
Ah, right, the popular stuff.
Pretty much. It's not really one strict genre, more like whatever's hitting big with lots of people right now.
Like Taylor Swift or BTS maybe, stuff you hear everywhere.
Exactly, those kinds of global phenomena. It's the music that sort of defines the moment for millions.
Okay. Then, completely different, almost the opposite end of the spectrum, is live music, going to a gig.
Yes, a concert, a show, where the musicians are right there.
Playing for a real audience,
Yeah.
that energy,
Yeah.
it's just different.
Totally unique. You just can't get that from speakers alone. And the thing connecting all this dreaming pop gigs is often the fan.
Right, not just someone who likes a song.
No, a fan is someone who's really invested,
Yeah.
strong support for an artist, a band, could even be a sports team. But here we mean music.
That passionate connection.
Exactly. It's about identity, community sometimes. So, yeah, with those ideas in mind, let's really get into this relationship we have with music.
Okay, let's do it. So one of the first things that jumped out from the sources is just how changeable our music taste is.
Oh, definitely.
It's not fixed at all, is it? It shifts massively depending on, well, your mood, what you're doing, even the time of day. Like you might need some really soft classical music to concentrate at work, right? To get in that zone.
Yeah, create that little bubble of focus.
But then maybe later you hit the gym.
And suddenly it's completely different. You need that driving beat, hip-hop, maybe some really high-energy pop.
Exactly, a total switch.
And what's really interesting there, based on the research, is it's not just preference. It's almost
Biological.
well, music acts like this powerful psychoacoustic tool. Different tempos, different sounds, they can actually trigger changes in your brain chemistry.
Really?
Yeah, like releasing dopamine to get you motivated or affecting your brain waves, those alpha waves,
Yeah.
to help you calm down and focus. It's like we're instinctively hacking our own feelings and thoughts with sound.
Hacking our minds with music. I like that. And it's not just mood, is it? The sources also point out this mix of old and new stuff people listen to.
Oh yeah, big time.
Some people find real comfort in the songs their parents or even grandparents loved,
Absolutely, like those classic jazz singers. Maybe a bit of Frank Sinatra.
Right, or those huge rock bands from the 60s, the 70s. That music still has power.
It definitely does. It's partly the quality, sure, but also nostalgia, that connection to the past.
Yeah.
Maybe a shared cultural memory. But at the same time, there's this constant pull towards what's happening now. Lots of listeners are actively looking for the latest thing, new pop sounds, cool indie bands.
Trying to keep up or just enjoying the freshness.
Bit of both, probably.
Yeah.
Wanting to be part of what's current, part of that musical conversation.
Yeah.
So you have this mix, loving the classics, but also embracing the new. It seems pretty common.
It really does. And then there's another whole area, musicals.
Yes.
Things like, I don't know, The Lion King or Les Miserables. That's a whole different kind of listening experience.
It really is. The way the music is the story or drives the story forward, it's incredibly immersive.
The songs carry the plot, the characters.
That narrative power is definitely key. It grabs you intellectually and emotionally.
Yeah.
Which kind of leads to the next question.
Which is?
How do we actually find all this stuff? Classical, rock, pop, show tunes, everything.
Ah, good question.
And connecting that back to how most people listen today.
Yeah.
The answer, overwhelmingly, seems to be streaming.
Yeah, no kidding. It feels like streaming is it's the main way now for so many people.
You can see why, can't you?
Oh, totally. It's just so easy and fast. And you can listen anywhere on your phone, your computer, wherever. You just click and bam, the music's there.
Instant access to basically everything.
Pretty much the world's music library at your fingertips. No fuss. It's incredibly smooth.
And a big part of that smoothness comes from those recommendation algorithms, right? Spotify, YouTube, music, all of them.
Oh, yeah, they're clever. Sometimes too clever.
Huh. Well, they've gotten really sophisticated. They're not just looking at genres you like. They track everything, what you play, what you skip, what you like.
Right.
And they use all that data to predict what else you might enjoy. Often with uncanny accuracy, you get that moment where it plays something new and you think, wow, this is exactly my style.
Yeah. How do you know? It's like having a personal DJ who just gets you.
Precisely. And that can be amazing for discovering new artists within your taste range. You don't even have to try sometimes.
It just feeds you stuff.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
and hang on, the sources brought up an interesting point about this, didn't they?
You mean about potentially narrowing our tastes?
Yeah, exactly. If the algorithm is always feeding us stuff it knows we'll like, are we missing out on things? Are we getting stuck in a sort of musical echo chamber?
That is the million-dollar question, isn't it? On one hand, you need something to navigate the sheer volume of music out there. Algorithms are great for that.
True.
But on the other hand, yeah, if it only gives you variations on what you already listen to, where's the happy accident? The random discovery of something completely different that blows your mind.
Right. Stumbling across something totally unexpected. Does that happen as much?
Maybe not passively. It suggests we might need to be more active, more deliberate, if we want to break out of those algorithmically defined circles sometimes. Have we sort of outsourced our musical exploration?
That's a really good point. And then there's the whole economic side of streaming, too, how artists get paid. But maybe that's a deep dive for another day.
Huh. Could be. But yeah, even with all the amazing convenience of streaming, the algorithms, there's still something missing, isn't there? Something that streaming just can't deliver.
You mean the live experience?
Exactly. That different feeling you get from live music.
Yeah. It's not just listening then, is it?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Streaming is often quite a solitary, individualized thing. Live music, a gig. It's communal, it's shared. Our sources talk about it being full of energy, this sort of collective buzz in the room.
Yeah, you can feel it.
It's that real-time connection between the performers and the crowd, the raw sound, the possibility that anything can happen. You just can't get that from a streaming app.
No way. It's alive.
It really is. It creates memories, sense of belonging. It's powerful.
Yeah, I personally love musical theater singers and just being in the theater.
The whole atmosphere.
Yeah, that energy, seeing the artistry right there.
Yeah.
It sticks with you. And even if, maybe you don't go to as many gigs as when you were younger,
right,
when you do go, it feels even more special because it's a deliberate choice. It's an event, a shared experience.
That sums it up perfectly. It holds this really important, almost sacred place still. It offers something completely distinct from just clicking play. And beyond streaming and live gigs, the sources did also mention a couple of other ways people listen. Less common, maybe, but still important.
Oh, right, like vinyl.
Exactly. Vinyl records.
People talk about that special sound, don't they? Warmer, richer.
There's that audio quality aspect for sure for the audiophiles, but it's also the whole process, isn't it?
The ritual.
Yeah. Taking the record out, putting it on the turntable, the needle drop. It's physical, tactile.
You have to actually be there, pay attention, look at the big album cover, read the notes.
Right. It's a much more deliberate act of listening. It requires a certain presence, which, as you said, is maybe not very convenient for dashing around day to day.
Not exactly commute-friendly.
No. But it represents this desire for deeper engagement, maybe a bit of a pushback against the constant flow of digital music. Plus, there's the nostalgia factor, too.
True. And what about radio? Is that still a thing for music?
It is, though maybe differently than before. For some, yeah, it might be more about catching the news, and the music's just kind of there in between.
Background filler.
Sometimes. But for others, especially local radio, it can still be a really important source of discovery. You get that human curation, maybe a connection to the local scene, something an algorithm might miss.
A personal touch.
Exactly. It just shows how different ways of listening serve different needs.
So when you pull it all together, It's just this incredible range of tastes and ways to listen.
It really is.
Like we mentioned, you've got people deep into musical theater. Others love that classic, cool jazz sound, like Sinatra.
Endless elegance.
Yeah. Or they want that raw power of 70s rock, Led Zeppelin or whatever.
Absolutely. Classics that still resonate.
But the same person might be listening to that one day.
And the next day, they're all about the newest pop sensation or some obscure indie band they just found.
Right. It's not either anymore, is it?
Not for many people.
Yeah.
This ability to navigate the whole spectrum, from old to new, across genres, that seems really characteristic of the modern listener. Music just fulfills so many different needs, emotional, intellectual, social.
It's fascinating. So, okay, as we start to wrap up this deep dive, let's maybe recap the big takeaways.
Sounds good.
We've definitely seen that music isn't just optional, it's fundamental. It's woven into pretty much every part of our lives.
Undeniably present.
And we listen in such incredibly varied ways. There's the sheer ease and the personalized world of streaming.
Which is amazing, but also raises those questions about maybe getting stuck in our tastes.
Right. And then there's the total opposite, that irreplaceable communal energy you only get from a live show.
Two very different but equally valid ways to experience music.
So our own personal world of music is this really complex mix, isn't it? Shaped by our tastes, sure, but also by technology, by history, by wanting both the familiar and the brand new.
That captures it well. It's a rich tapestry.
A constantly evolving one.
And maybe, as you, our listener, think about your own journey with sound. Here's something to mull over. What is it about the specific ways you choose to listen? Is it mostly streaming? Do you cherish your vinyl? Do you crave that live gig energy? Or maybe it's the radio humming in the background.
How do those choices matter?
Exactly. How do those choices truly shape your experience of the music itself? And maybe, just maybe, how do they also influence the way you connect with the world and the people around you?
What threads does your soundtrack weave into your life?
Yeah, something to think about.